It's the Preds episode where we do the predictions. 248. Midseason Madness edition. This is going to be a longer Preds show than normal because we're not just doing 16 games or whatever. Is the whole double Elam bracket, baby, with 12 teams. Woo! Oh, wait. This is, and we're going to do one bracket. We're just going to do the one bracket, consolidated bracket. We're not going to do three separate, like, oh, what's my version? What's your version? No, we're going to do the one consolidated bracket, and we're going to have to just agree. Or if we disagree, we're going to have to try and outvote each other 2-3, however it goes.
This is going to be like, especially because we need to predict who each team is going to pick. There is like, if we get this right, you have to assume we write the source code of the universe.
You have to like and subscribe. That's what you have to do.
Let me say one thing. You guys remember my Guangzhou Charge pred last week?
You did get that perfect. You did nail it.
Not only did I get it perfect in terms of the scoreline, but I like even just in how it was going to go down, what order the maps were going to go, and who's going to win what, and why they were going to win them. I didn't even think I was like kind of like confident, but maybe, but holy shit, it like went down exactly how I said, like like beat to beat, like I predicted the future. Holy shit, I don't know. I'm impressed. I'm surprised. I don't know if I can do that again. I should have bought a lottery.
We're gonna hopefully tap into that for this rundown.
Okay, it's a long one, so let's just get into it. It's a long one. Spitfire Rain. Let us consider that.
Ready to fight?
I'm also gonna go to over GG here so I can look at all the prior matches. Okay, Spitfire Rain. Spitfire beat Rain 3-2 in week 4.
Correct.
No, just in week 4. Yeah,
that according to
Hawai'i,
according to Hawai'i, they got worse since then.
But here's my counter argument: Atlanta Reign have a van with computers they can practice in, and London can't because they're fucking poor. Okay, that was meant to be less aggressive, but it is. I put it out there.
Bro, this is already like
London don't have a van.
My gut tells me this is Rain.
Really?
I think what.
Okay, can I take?
Yeah, go ahead.
I take us on a very minor tangent. I swear we're going to drive right back. But theoretically, if the Atlanta Reign just all got into their van and just said to the league, I was like, "Oh, we just got to go for a brief little drive around Hawaii."
Go to Macus.
And they're fucking scrimming the whole time. They're in there on their fucking PCs in the van. They're just scrimming while they're driving. You know, they got Brad, they got Seffi driving the actual van. You know, Danny coaching back there, and the whole team just fucking scrimming the whole time. And they're scrimming outside of their allotted hours, but the league doesn't know because they told the league they were just going to go for a little wee drive around as tourists.
Gonna explore the neighborhood at 25 miles per hour, the optimal non-bump speed limit.
Yeah.
So that's how they get more practice time.
And I mean, I think coming into this meta, I feel like they shouldn't need extra practice time. But when you go to Game 5 versus Boston and then lose to Houston, I don't know. Methinks that maybe Atlanta is a little worse for wear. My gut says London here. And how many maps? I don't know. That's where it's undecided for me. But I feel like this is a London victory.
Can I quickly, now that I kind of need to get ahead of this, because I feel like we're very often in situations where in hindsight we need to impart some wisdom. I gotta ask, let's say something like the scenario that AVRL has just mentioned came out. What's the consequence for that team? What should happen to them?
They should get a slap on the wrist, and Sean Miller will say, "No, no, no," and wave his finger in their face.
Yeah, you hit him with like a minor fine.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you disqualify them. And you disqualify them, and you get the tournament point as well.
And you get their firstborn child.
I feel like that's a lot. I mean, we talked about this in the other show. It just seems like a gigantic overreach to begin with. I get like you're trying to keep shit fair, but like, I don't know. it's a clusterfuck to begin with. I don't blame either. I don't blame a slap on the wrist, but like if you're just DQing people, that seems a little much.
Just the idea of them driving around Hawaii in their van at 15, 20 miles an hour, scrimming inside the van while they're driving around is hilarious.
No, but like if you're legitimately, explicitly circumventing league rules to that extent, like once again, they did not specify. You should probably be disqualified from this event. I'm just saying that because it's going to happen. Someone's going to do it some way. And the question is if we're going to find it out or not.
No, you won't. We'll never know. We will never know.
Thank God we don't have an Overwatch mobile, because some player's going to be in bed. It's like, just going to get a few extra games. And just get the Overwatch mobile out. Just get a few extra games in there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if somebody's trying to cut corners and like trying to get in, some extra time. But I really don't think the league would. I think they'd like to keep that as far away from the public eye as possible.
Then don't have.
I don't think that's the right decision.
I don't know what the appropriate punishment is. I really don't. Yeah, maybe disqualification.
Yeah. That seems harsh for me.
It would be egregious, because this isn't just like some dude playing a bit of quick play. This is my extremely stupid joke only example is that they're fully scrimming inside this van driving at 20 miles per hour.
Right. Yeah, fully scrimming. Like I understand if it's like a situation where a player comes home and starts streaming Overwatch, not aware of that rule. Maybe you can do with a fine there. If they are actually legitimately practicing like 3 scrim blocks and just fully taking advantage of the rule, even though it has clearly been specified, I think disqualification is the only thing you can do. And I once again hate that the Overwatch League let the back door open to like have no definitive outcome of whatever is going to happen here. I'm just going to get a hint because like the question really only is like, are we going to find out that this ever happened, right?
I think we should. If it was to happen, I think we should. But I do not believe the league would want that to be in the public eye. So they will keep that and sweep it under the rug as much as they can and keep that under wraps until somebody goes a snooping.
Just leak it to me then.
Yeah. I mean,
if you're a team,
I think you'd probably hear about it.
Leak it
anyways.
To me.
Yeah. You'd hear about it.
My gut wants Atlanta too. For some reason, I'm just like, yeah, but maybe they'll be better. But God, it is hard to deny London. I don't know. My heart wants to go. Fuck it, I just follow my. I think we go London here. Actually,
I like it.
I think
London.
We do actually
What?
Go London
like
here.
a 3-2? 3-1. Loser does get to pick, and I'm guessing we start with control, just to kind of set the stage.
Is there anything that Reign can just pick that they'll just win at? Maybe they do win control. I actually think Reign win control, and then London maybe win the next 3, something like that. What do you think?
Yeah, I could see that.
I see them winning push. I think Atlanta is like very lost at push, and it feels like London is very ahead of the curve when it comes to like just the feel of push and like the gameplay loop of push.
That being said,
you're the decider.
I was gonna say, like, even if they take us to like they being Atlanta take us to like a Gibraltar. Gibraltar's in the pool, yeah. They're not playing Gator, they're only playing Hawk. So what does that mean? Do they just play Hawk Doom? Do they play Hawk Winston?
Hawkston, yeah.
Do I like that better than Hardy Winston? I don't know. Like,
also have to consider Boneback, Is that something you really want to measure?
You know what? I said 3-1. I think we go 3-1. The problem is, I think if we go to 5, I think Atlanta win both the controls.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay with that.
Shit, that means Atlanta can win the series 3-2.
I think that's entirely possible, yeah.
Because Atlanta can just win something in the middle, win double controls, and win.
Which is more likely then?
But the problem is,
it doesn't matter because one of those 2 teams isn't in my DMs owning me. So you already know my vote.
One of those, one of those teams will get to pick a control, and if it's Spitfire, they will pick Lijiang because it's a little bit more rush favored.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
3-1. Just I don't know.
Let's go 3-1. Yeah, okay.
3-1.
Next one. Florida, Houston is the next one.
I think Houston win. I think Houston are in better form.
I would agree.
Yeah,
as much as I was bigging up Florida at the start of the stage, reviewing Boston, Florida, I was very, very not impressed.
By the way, Houston have never lost to Florida this year. Fun fact. They are currently 3-0 in record against Florida this year. Houston,
narrow.
I don't know. They just
that was for close games. At least one of them was.
Houston has close games versus everybody, but they've managed to pull it out. 3-2 Boston, 3-2 New York, 3-2 Atlanta. You could say that's a little concerning. It's like, how are they going 3-2 versus Boston and New York? But if nothing else, they are consistent.
If you're winning, you're winning.
They're beating the teams they should be beating, and they lose to the teams they should be losing to. For example, they've lost to Glads twice. They lose to San Francisco twice. The Toronto one, you could be a little bit like, oh, should they have lost to Toronto? But I think Toronto are a wild card enough team that that's not the worst thing in the world. When you think about it, the Houston Outlaws have only lost to teams that we consider to be the best teams, except for that one loss to Toronto.
Yep.
So I think, like, if you're winning, you're winning, and they win against the teams they're supposed to beat. So I say Houston win this.
Sure.
Agreed. I'm gonna say like 3-1 Houston.
I don't hate this. Yeah.
What about 3-2? I don't know, man. Like Houston they go the distance, man. This team goes to 5. This team can't close out. What do you guys think? No,
I don't hate it.
3-2 is 3-1 either. It's
probable though. Yeah, like if you guys want to go through 3-2, that's fine.
I think I'm the only one saying 3-2 though, so maybe it's not.
I'm not like mad at it. Like if they capitalize on like a piggy map where he like just doesn't perform, or like the Doomfist just isn't necessarily working. Like Houston is rigid in some ways, so I think there is room for Florida to kind of like flip a map that you would guess probably goes Houston's way, but they come out and perform well. Kind of much like they did versus Boston, right? They can kind of flip the switch and turn some stuff on. XE statistically looking fantastic on the Sojourn. Merit a step ahead of him, but yeah, it could be explosive. I'm okay with the 3-2. Yeah, I agree that Houston wins though. Just by the end of it, Houston comes out victorious.
What do you think, Yiska? We lock that in?
3-2. Let's go. I don't care about the particular Shanghai Toronto.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Speed run.
I'm gonna say 3-0, guys.
3-0.
Yeah, it's a
3-0, guys.
Next one.
Yeah, it's a 3-0.
There's got to be at least 1 3-0 in there. I don't think Shanghai stand a chance. So yeah, Toronto 3-0 for me.
Finale to the moon.
Next one is Philadelphia Hangzhou.
Spark Fusion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? This isn't that clear. Like how it comes down. How much do we believe MN3 can pop off again? I think he can, but it's like.
We've seen some highs.
Game. I think it'll be a close game.
I agree.
You can't sleep on Shy. You can't sleep on Shy or Alpha even. These guys. This is literally one of those games that will come down to who's better on the day. Who is coming in hotter on the day? Who got a better rest the night before? Who's adapting to the new time zone 8-hour shift better? You know, all these things matter. That's what it's going to come down to. This is such a coin flip for me. These teams are so close.
I want to say Philly, but I'm just so gun shy with this team as a whole. Like, knowing what they did versus Seoul, like that says a lot to your form. That says a lot about it says a lot about your confidence coming into this specific game, right? There's a part of me that wants to go Philly, but I'm just there's something in me that says you can't.
I think the most accurate call is to go Philly, because Hangzhou got wrecked by Seoul. They also lost to Philly the last time they played Philly. Hangzhou did 3-0 Chengdu, which is nice. 3-1 versus Valiant. To be fair, Valiant is pretty competitive, but I don't know, man. I just
they do have the head-to-head. I do like that.
I've got to be the recency bias is fully there, but I also feel like it's relevant.
Yeah.
Am I crazy for that?
No, I don't think that's that crazy.
I feel strongly Philly.
Then send to Philly. I'm not mad at it.
Strong enough for a 3-0 or not that strong?
No, not that
Like a
strong.
3-1?
3-1, yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right, we'll do
I
a
like that.
3-1.
Okay. What's the next one? Then
Then we pick teams now.
Yeah, now we pick teams. Yeah.
So the losers are the winners are being picked. Okay.
The winners of
London,
the
Shanghai,
Shock
Philly,
first. Shock
or
first.
Outlaws.
Correct.
Yeah, they get
Shock.
So let me put something into the world.
Okay.
How much do we think Shock have the fucking testicles just to go for Shanghai because of last year?
That would be fucking memes.
I'd love it.
That would be fucking hype. But
would Krusty
Will
do
they?
something like that? Would they do something like that?
Oh.
I feel like they wouldn't. I feel like they should. They should for the memes, but I feel like, you know, Kasoras will be in the back of Krusty's head, like the angel on the shoulder, be like, "Don't do this. We need to we need to play this properly. You know, this, don't make this personal. We just got to we've got to select the right team here. Pick London. We know how to play against London. We're, you know, we beat London. Pick the team that we know how to beat. You know."
I think this
Krusty's gonna be like, okay, we pick London. No, I think they go London, surely.
Oh, I think London's a little tricky. I think the safe bet is to just take the team that's just like rigid and just kind of limited. So I think London's squirrely. I mean, they are rigid.
You just described London.
I know, that's true. That's true. I don't know. I think London's a wild card. I think if I was the Shock, I would take Houston. I think they are just like, you know what you're gonna get. You've practiced against it. I don't know how much scrim time you have against like good rush teams. I'd rather not have to deal with that. I think there's just an easy win versus Houston waiting for you. It's probably an easy win versus London as well, but it's a little different.
I think it's an easier win versus London. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
I don't know. I don't think you're wrong that they would win. I just think it's just like, why leave it up to chance versus a style that like you're not necessarily well prepped on when you know damn well like Houston is not bringing anything like novel to the table.
It's double control. You can, I suppose if you lose enough, if you win enough, the other team gets picks.
I don't hate either pick. I just think Houston is just the easier, like more comfortable matchup.
All right, Yiska tiebreak this one then.
Do I need to tiebreak?
Yeah.
Wait, do you have another option? Wait, do you have a third different option?
Who does Shock take?
I said London. Joe says Houston. And then Yiska's like, no, they take Shanghai.
I think like, okay, so now it makes most sense for me to pick between either of those. And I think between those, you probably pick Houston.
Wow. Okay.
You don't want to run into uncomfortable Ryan situations where you now have to play Mickey if you mirror or whatever. Like,
all right. Lock it in.
So do we just want to pred that now, since we have it?
Throw it in there.
What's the score of that match though?
Yeah, let's just get the pred in for Shock Houston. Like a 3-1? 3-1 Shock? Maybe 3-0? 3-0?
Probably a 3-1. I think Shock diff them.
Yeah.
But yeah. I think again, Houston don't get 0-3'd. I think Houston are a good enough team that they're
good for one.
They'll always take a map, you know, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, 3-1's fine for me.
Yep.
Agreed.
Yeah. Yep.
So what does Dallas take?
No, it's not Dallas. It's
I'm sorry. You're right. Yes, Glads.
Glads can pick London, Shanghai.
Yeah.
I mean, they got it, right? Like,
they gotta go London.
They gotta go.
This is the, yeah.
Is there a world where they go Philly? Is there a world or no? Is that too scary?
That's too scary.
It can be too scary if they're coming out and it's not soul form. It's, you know, actually, they barely get it across the line. Maybe.
I agree. The reason they pick London is because they know they can square up in the Rhine mirror as well, so they're not scared. Yeah. Actually, not scared of London at all.
You're
right.
You also don't want to prove to yourself that Arns is not Arns anymore because MN3 is Arns 2.0. That's not something you want to find out.
Sure, I suppose. Yeah, that's one way to put it. But yeah, I think
given that Glads is just a better London, is this a 3-0?
Maybe.
No, this
This
is
would-
a 3-1, I think, at least.
Whoa.
These
What, do you give
teams
them, like,
know
push?
each other pretty well. I think they're
Yeah.
always going to reasonably play each other close.
I'm okay with a 3-1. Yeah, I'm not mad at them. I mean, Glads hasn't been like spotless this stage, right? Like they're dropping maps to who again? Let's take a look. Glads dropping maps to Paris, not great. Dropping map against Justice, not fantastic. Toronto, not great.
But by the
You
way,
know,
why
like,
does
they're not
Glads get to pick first and not Seoul?
Higher in the global ranking, I think.
Oh, is that how it's determined? That's kind of
Mhm.
stupid. Okay.
A little bit. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. I mean, take regional ranks, but that's just me. Okay, next one. Like, then it's like, who's next? The Seoul is next.
I would
right?
believe it's Seoul. Yeah.
Yes, it's
And
Seoul,
then
and
Dallas
you'll
picks-
get whatever's left. Yeah.
Dallas gets
Correct.
Shanghai.
Dude,
Hog is.
if you're Seoul, who do you pick?
I think you'd get the salty fusion run back. don't you?
Yeah, I think you want the run back. You know what you fucked up on. You know that like
Surely you
while
go for the
What do
salty
you
run
fuck
back.
up
Yeah.
on?
I don't think it's necessarily what you fucked up on. It's like
Living
They
against
peaked.
Arns 2.0.
you
failed
know
on
you've
living.
practiced against them all season. You've played against them all season. You know this is just a peak. This is a fluke. You can come out and perform at a higher level consistently than Fusion's just random peak.
But you also got Shanghai on lock.
Is it a lock though?
No, you don't have Shanghai and lock. You do not have Shanghai and lock.
I
How
don't
many
know that
maps
it's a
have they
lock.
lost against Shanghai this year? Like 2?
Not many.
Like 3?
What?
I
Dynasty?
Yeah.
They've lost shitloads again. What do you mean? They only barely beat Shanghai in Kickoff Flash.
true.
And sure, they beat them in mid-season, but that was when Shanghai were completely
poo-poo.
lost.
Yeah, they were
That was
playing
when Shanghai lost.
double
I
flex.
think they
and-
salty run back because they know they've had a way better record against Fusion historically.
Yep.
They're probably pissed that they fucking lost versus Fusion,
Mm-hmm.
and they wanna just put Fusion
want that run back.
little tiny Fusion back in their place so Big Boy Soul can flex on them.
I hope
That's what
that
I wanna do.
happens. I mean, I probably won't be able to convince you of a Philly win here, but I would bet that.
I think Soul are gonna be too angry to lose.
Yeah.
I think Soul are like, nah, we got caught off guard.
you would have to like hold this consistent monstrous form. And to be fair, if Philly comes out and shows that versus Spark, maybe this choice is different. Maybe Soul's like, okay, like maybe they've just clicked. Maybe something is just leveled up. MN3 is just zoned in. Like maybe we don't pick him, right? Maybe we don't. Maybe
Even-
Shanghai looks weak.
Okay.
Can we at least say
No matter-
3-2?
Yeah,
Because
I think
it's Confusion,
kinda
and
have
they
to.
have only won
Yeah.
one map 5 in the last 2 years. Can you believe that? One map 5?
That's actually nuts. to think
They
about.
just
I think I
recently
put-
won their first map 5 in 2 years.
I think
That's
I brought
crazy.
that set up. I think I did bring that set up on
Yeah.
the cast. Can't
Yeah.
remember.
How does that compare to like the old Houston map 5 meme? Does anybody remember
Yeah,
offhand?
I mean, I think the streak was never this long. Let me.
Okay. 2 years is for fucking load.
Okay.
But anywho. regardless.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't mind the 3-2.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing. No matter which way you slice it, Seoul know that Shanghai are the harder team to beat on
Yes.
any given day, just on an average day. So you'd be shooting yourself in the foot by picking the on average stronger opponent in
Correct.
Shanghai.
Correct.
So they 100% go Fusion no matter what. Okay. Let's go. Who's next? What's
This
the
would
next
be
game?
just a guaranteed Dragons fuel upper bracket, right? Or I guess not upper bracket, but the
Yeah,
last one is
Dragons
just
fuel.
Shanghai fuel. I think this is
I
the Dragons.
Yeah.
I feel is still on the struggle bus. Yeah.
Yes,
So-
they're playing the Lucio Moira. They don't have a great Sojourn. It's looking rough.
Okay.
I think this is
well,
Shanghai clearly.
Would it be a 3-0 then?
I think it fucking could be. And I know a lot of NA fans are going to be upsetty spaghetti about Sparkle getting 3-0'd and Fearless getting robbed again in their minds.
Are
but
the NA fans going to be upset that Fate's going to outplay Fearless? Are they going to be upset?
I think they might be. I think they
That
might
would-
be.
That would crush their entire viewpoint on the world. Like,
I'm here for a Shanghai 3-0. I think Avril's right. They're in form. They look fantastic, and I don't think Fuel are particularly good. I think it's an early losers bracket for the Dallas Fuel. Thoughts otherwise?
Yeah, I mean, look, if we say Dragons dominate Defiant, I'm on board for them just continuing the 3-0s. Yeah, I think why not?
3-0 is a little harsh to me.
It is. It does feel that way, but I like at the same time I see it. I can actually see it. You know, I agreed. It is very harsh.
It feels like one of those banger matchups that everybody like nuts over, and then it's just a dud. It's just like, oh my god, fucking former title finalist. And then it's just like,
all I'm saying is Shanghai's form is looking very good, and Fuel's form has been a little it's been quite lackluster. So
very suspect.
I don't know. Like, what do you think? So you think 3-1?
Yeah, I feel that's more fair. Even though
okay, that's fine.
I'm catching DMs for you guys. Yeah, I just want to make you aware of that.
You can just blame it on us then. You know,
right? You're certified DM. You're certified DM catcher. I love that.
Right. What's the next match? It would be elimination round 1. Which
let's
is
start cutting names.
Fusion, yeah. Rain against the Fusion.
This is going to be a clash of styles. Oh, I don't even know, dude. Oh,
a little bit.
Rah. What do we even do here?
By the way, I would fucking hate how this bracket shakes out because I really want to see London against an APAC team.
True, yeah. I think they could get a little spicy. Philly. It comes down to form. Do we expect Philly to come into this tournament in monster form? Yes or no?
The thing is, like, you can't say that. I could totally see them winning against, like, Gladiators one match, and then next day they're losing to the Defiant. That's absolutely within the range of...
Then I can't trust them. They may do that. I agree. I think that's well within the realm of possibility, but that's not something you can bet on. They're not a team that you can like put forward, right? And in that way, until the day of, like, it's hard to kind of comment on Philly being like super positive. Like, I look at Atlanta here, while they have been a little suspect. I think they've got the right thing going with Hawk, if I'm gonna be honest. I think that's what they should have been doing in the first place, and I think they've got it. I look at Kai. I don't know. Philly has to come out swinging if they want to, like... I think they can win, but they need to be in, like, good form. Not soul form, but good form. Which is more likely? That Atlanta just consistently is fine, or that Philly performs up to their expectation, let's say?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're right. Shit. You got Rain. I got a lot of Philly copium is the problem.
I'm here.
I got a dangerous amount of Philly copium. I have a very dangerous amount.
I'm down for a Philly bold play where we just go, you know what? They're coming in. It's losers bracket, backs against the wall, and they just do it. But that also doesn't scream. That doesn't seem very Philly-like, right? Do we think this is where they break the curse?
Yeah, nah. You got to go Rain, right? I think
it's close, but yeah, Rain feels on average the better play, and I don't.
Let's go 3-2 again.
Why do I feel like MN3 Zest have higher pop-off potential than Kai plus either Nero or Venom?
I mean, definitely 100% true.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's not necessarily the Kai comparison; it's just the Atlanta second DPS comparison.
Look, Kai on most days is a better player than MN3. Correct. But on that day, like,
no one was better than MN3.
Kai's spirit is broken. Like,
not a single player in the entire league was better than MN3 on that day.
Oh.
So, The problem is, it's a Philly coin flip. Do you get a good Philly or do you get a bad
Yes,
Philly? It's a total fucking Philly coin flip.
This match is never going to happen, so like we can't be disproven. Just pick something to your heart's desire.
Why wouldn't it happen? Because because Philly are being so? Or?
No, the entire bracket just shakes out differently. There's so many. Like, you know how many iterations there are where this never happens. It's like yes.
So the one person that gets the perfect bracket should just get $1 million. Okay.
Yes.
Fuck it. Yeah, sure. Atlanta win then. Atlanta win 3. Let's give Philly 1. Fuck it.
Yeah.
To be honest, like if someone actually predicts the entire bracket, including match scores, they should just be gifted the Toronto Defiant. I think that's only fair.
True.
You just get the franchise.
Yeah. Cho Rong, you play for this guy now. Congrats.
And now Adam Adamu's boss.
And that's why we're trying to give, we're trying to focus our psychic powers into Eric's prediction bracket so he can run the Toronto Defiant.
Overholt.
You know how
just gives you
infinitesimally small that is? Bro, the probability of that is like...
Yeah, it's nuts. You can't get it perfect. It's crazy.
No, it's impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
The thing is, we know there's going to be upset. We know there's going to be an upset in here somewhere. So you have to perfectly predict which one the upset's going to be and how that's going to shake up the rest of the bracket.
Yep.
Okay. Spitfire Defiant.
I mean, they had the head-to-head. Yeah, go on. They had the head-to-head to start the in the earlier, I think the opening week, day 2, London 3-1 over Toronto. I think London's only gotten better. I think Toronto's still kind of just suspect. It feels like just a London. This is an easy 3-1.
Toronto loses the Fuel. They lose to Houston. They lose to Florida. Yeah.
They're not a good team.
No, I think I see that. No, I think I'm on board. I think I'm on board with the London win.
Yep.
Actually am.
It's just like Doctor Strange walking up to the OAM membership going like, I really tried to find a multiverse where you guys didn't immediately go out after 2 matches. There's 0. There's absolutely none.
We're very sorry.
There's no possibility.
So how many maps are short? Did Defiant get anything?
Maybe 1.
Yeah.
Maybe like because you have to play dive, like it gets a little squirrely and Hottie just doesn't have a good day.
Let's just say Muse has one ridiculous game on Doomfist.
Yeah.
There's one ridiculous game on Doomfist, and he punches everyone off the map several times.
Yep.
And now we get a Rain Spitfire rematch. Is that the next game? No, there's more. Sorry, there's more. Scroll down.
Yeah. Go up top. Oh, true. Yeah, more eliminations to be made. Oh, no! Oh, it's everywhere. The Fuel fans are in shambles. You have to. You have to. The Spark are taking the Dallas Fuel out back and giving them the old motherfucking yeller.
Oh, Yiska, this guy's trying to do you dirty. This guy's trying to get you copping some DMs.
You're copping some fat L's.
This guy's trying to make you cop DMs, dude.
I mean, this is...
Look at me in the eyes and tell me the Dallas Fuel beat the Hangzhou Spark right now. You tell me that.
Easily.
Oh my god, dude, this man's a fucking... He's been bought.
Bro,
he's been bought.
My face when I'm in a dick riding contest with Joe for Alpha'i.
Oh man, it is gonna be an interesting one. I don't think the Fuel have, and like, what do they have going for them? What?
Chio, the best player, Chio.
God, when your main, like, that is some Toronto Defiant copium. Your main support's your star, bro. I cannot in good faith say the Dallas Fuel win. This is an AVRL toss up. AVRL, you pick. I'm cool with whatever you say.
Rush is he's in Hawaii. They're scrimming Overwatch 2 beta. And then they realize they scrimmed the wrong patch. They're scrimming on live. They're like, yeah, but Fielder's got a frag on the new Moira. And then they like realize they're on the wrong patch. Like, fuck! And then they can't play the new Moira. No, I don't know. Spark 3-2, I guess. I think we got to be a little bit respectful here and say that Field can...
Spark is not a cleanly team. They can definitely lose. But I don't think Dallas are suited for this meta right now. I really don't.
Problem is, like, this is the kind of thing that's just so weird. Like, Dallas are also the type of team that can just turn it around. Like they looked bad in
Could
the
do.
qualifiers. They arrive in Hawaii,
Yeah.
and they're just like, boom, we fully get the meta now. We've stopped playing more. And they just get it. Okay, you ready for this next one? You ready for this next one? I got something spicy for you. I think it's an upset. I think it's an upset.
Mayhem upset Houston?
Yeah, I'm feeling an upset. I don't know why. I don't
The
know what it
rematch
is.
upset.
I don't know what it is, but I'm feeling the fucking upset. There's an upset bone in my body that is tingling really hard.
I mean,
yes, I am. I'm talking about my penis.
Where are we, man?
I'm not mad at it, but Florida's really got to step up, man. I feel like they closed this stage out looking kind of weak, if I'm going to be completely honest. Like, it did not look good. It started all right, and then it kind of looked...
I'm just wrong. Fuck it. I'm wrong.
No, I think, like, again, if we all agree that there has to be an upset, and the dowsing rod that is your member says that this is it, I'm here for it. I'm full
we haven't had an upset yet. Are we just assuming that will be no upsets? Like, I don't know. I'm not saying we have to just show in an upset because.
But I agree. Like there has to be one. And it's a run back.
I don't want to shoe it in. Is this the one where you shoe in the upset, or like is this a real upset?
Is there another one? I don't know. Is there anything else that feels upsettable? I don't think there is. Yeah, I think they're either close games.
Fuel beat Spark, they'd be an upset. Oh no. No, I don't know.
I feel like with Fuel, I feel like Shy rinses Gurio. I feel like he takes fucking Edison's lunch money. Like it's not like.
Well, the crazy thing is,
what does this team do?
I think Alpha U's had a better performance than Sparkle. That's fucking wild to say. That is unreal for me to say.
Yeah.
But am I crazy for saying that?
No, I don't think you're crazy.
Off my fucking rock for saying that.
No.
Okay. Anyway, Mayhem Houston.
I'm down for a bold play.
Are you feeling an upset, or are you just like, no, that won't happen here?
I think, yeah, Yiska.
I know. I feel like that you should be Houston.
God, Yiska's right. Yiska's so right, but I just yeah, I don't know. Maybe Mayhem just aren't good in this meta. Maybe they just can't hang in this meta. Merit's just a better Sojin player. I don't know. Like Merit just triple taps them again. I don't know.
True. That was kind of hot. I'm down for either one. You like if we want to go Houston.
What tanks are we playing? Are they playing any Winston yet? Do Outlaws play any Winston or Ball or anything or what?
No, it's just Sigma and Doom. From my memory,
can they really just continue winning on only Sigma Doom? Like, they really like, is that enough? Can Mayhem do anything to beat Sigma Doom? Or are they just like, well, I guess we lose to Sigma Doom?
I mean, they've kind of started playing it themselves. I mean, the Sigma not so much, but like someone's on Doom and it's kind of a little shaky.
Oh, they lose then. They lose then. Yeah. They get baited into the mirror, and Outlaws just better than mirror, locking Outlaws. Thank you for that, Joe. There you go. They like, you know what? Outlaws are gonna play Doom, and we're gonna play Doom, and they just lose because they have worse Doom.
Anybody who like says otherwise, go review Boston Mayhem and tell me that someone is more than at 50% HP for like 10 minutes at a time. Like that man.
What's scoreline? Are we saying 3-2? Is it?
I don't know. Whatever works. 3-1, 3-2. What was the last one? What did we say the first match was?
Only Yiska knows.
Only the first Florida Houston matchup in the upper bracket.
I mean, presumably Eric knows as well. Help.
So it's 3-2. Yeah, just leave it at 3-2. Maybe it's just the same.
Just run it back. Same score.
Run it back. Samesies.
Ah, shit. All right, what's next?
We go back up.
Atlanta against Spitfire. Yeah.
Whose time zone is this? These are some good ass times to be watching esports.
They are.
Is it your time zone?
No, they're shit for me. They're in the middle of the night. Times. Yeah.
Oh shit, Joe, you get to watch esports at a good time. So it's Rain Spitfire. Bro, we getting some rematches in here.
Yeah.
The Rain just lose? Like, well, what can Spitfire? Can Rain win?
This one's gonna be tough because I feel like it comes down to like how close the initial meeting is.
I have it. I got it. This
Okay.
one's the upset. This one is the upset. Rain beats Spitfire. I got it.
I'm
It's this one.
not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I think
Rain have a playoffs form.
yeah.
They lose in somewhere in the upper bracket, and they just go fucking sicko mode in the lower bracket. They always do this shit. They always do this shit.
Good you. I don't think it's
Huh?
Glenley. I think it's like a 3-1, but I can see Atlanta winning. Yeah.
No, I actually think it's a 3-2. I think it's a 3-2 in Atlanta. Do the opposite of their Houston game, and they don't C9 and they win.
True.
That's what I think.
True.
What do you guys
I'm here for it. Here for it.
Yiska?
Yiska?
Yeah, no.
Yiska's thinking about his DMs right now.
He's getting them preemptively.
Dear general managers, I hereby denounce all responsibility of what is transpiring in this piece of content.
What you do is you have one of those like automated emails when you're on holiday. It's like, hey, I can't respond to any emails for the next 3 weeks because I'm on holiday. But you have that in Discord. So every DM you get, it's like, oh, hey guys, can't respond to any DMs right now because I'm on a mental vacation from all general managers.
You know, coincidentally, the week after the Midseason Madness, I actually took vacation. I don't need it. Not least due to the mental hazards that general managers will submit.
Right.
Okay.
All right, where are we going next?
Let's scroll down.
It's a Houston Spark, I believe.
That's one of the few, like...
Oof.
Is it an oof?
Can I be real? Can I be real?
Okay.
Outlaws playing only Doom Sigma are about to fucking learn what hero pools look like. In case they hadn't learned that already. I know it's crazy because I'm about to say that Bernard coming in is apparently like a good example of hero pools, but fuck it. I don't know. Fuck it. I don't know. Like, all I'm saying is Pelican's good, but Alpha Yi, he's on some shit. Alpha Yi is on some shit. The guy's got Alpha in his name. He's not named Beta Yi. This motherfucker's Alpha as fuck. Okay. What do you guys think?
Yeah, no, I think this is like kind of clearly Spark, at least in my gut. My gut poll is I think Houston probably is good for a map, but I think the Spark are genuinely like pretty good.
Yep.
3 what?
Yeah, I don't hate 3-1. 3-1?
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. 3-1, 3-1, 3-1, 3-1, 3-1.
We're back to...
What are the other games?
Winners bracket. We go Shock Dragons. I have a hot take here.
Go on.
I think Shock just gets in that ass.
That hot?
Wait, what do you...
I don't think that's that crazy.
I think it's just 3-0.
To who?
To Shock.
To who? Why?
Oh, I think like a non-on form Shock is Dragons. I mean, and you could argue that they are. I just think like we're about to find out like the contrast of a non-topped up lip and a topped up proper.
Not even playing the same role, by the way, but oh wait, are they? I don't know anymore.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. Whoever, like, it's just proper, you know. I legitimately think like this is Shock for me are one of the favorites to win this one. I also hope, I hope that we have some more touching points of like, because like our ideal bracket, whatever, but like where real APAC top teams meet real NA top teams, and we get a good feel for what it is. But I feel like if APAC like can keep it competitive given their restrictions, that would be a huge benefit to, or like that would be incredible for this scene, especially like because everyone but Seoul was sort of like wavering a little bit this season. Shock just has been there, right?
Were they there during the Kickoff Clash tournament? What are we talking about?
I mean, they kind of were. Like, you can lose a match. Who did they go against? Wasn't it against Glads? I forget. Didn't they lose to the eventual winner? No? Am I wrong? Help?
I'm looking it up.
I'm doing it a little bit. Yeah.
They got 3-0'd by Dallas, and they got 3-1 by Atlanta Reign.
Okay, maybe I should. Yeah, okay. Fuck. So maybe it is not only a hot take, but maybe it's wrong. But I'm not sure if those past games
and they had the reverse sweep Washington.
Yeah, I don't know.
Remember, this is a tournament that you said, Kickoff Flashy, this is a tournament that you said, like, oh yeah, we're about to get a market correction for the shock. They're about to, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, they almost got corrected versus Justice. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't think a team can just keep up this 12-0 win streak up.
Oh yeah, it's not going to be cleanly if they do win. And like, in my opinion, I feel like this is a coin flip. Like, it's really comes down to like who's better on the day.
Zeros. No one 3-0 here, surely.
No. I'd be shocked. No pun intended.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm happy with it either.
I got to back Dragons. I got to back Dragons here. I can't do it. I can't go against them. I think they look far too on form. It's unfortunate that we never got to see them versus Seoul, but still, I think they're just. I don't know. I got a lot of faith in Dragons right now. I bought in hard. I'm mega bought in.
Yeah. No.
Comes down to
3-2.
Yeah, I think it's going the distance. I think this one's gonna be a barn burner.
Yeah, I don't mind 3-2.
For me, it comes down to like the addition of like Mikey. Is that gonna like pan out against like one of the best teams in the world? In that way, I think like 51% Dragons for me. And yeah, I feel like I have to go Dragons. It's gonna be close though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, are we going to have a fight here for this one? Gladsoul.
You know what? This is the Kickoff Clash matchup that we all wanted. This is the one.
Yeah. Come on, AVRL. You gotta lead this one.
I don't hate a Glads win here.
Ooh.
If only because I want to see Glads versus Shanghai. I don't know, like
Are you really going to cheat on your wife APAC with Onter? The hot Kirsten Dunst impersonation.
That's so weird, bro. Why are we still going there? That's so strange.
The worst part is this is a reference from the last episode, so I require to cross-reference people from the last episode.
You know what? Prophet's gonna show that fraud Kefster who a real gamer is. That's what's gonna fucking happen. No. Fuck. I don't know why. I'm kind of leaning Glads.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, Seoul comes off a, minorly surprising upset loss to Philly. Glad's holding form.
It did shake me a little. I think if Seoul wiped the floor with Philly, I'd be like, oh, bro, Seoul's just indomitable. But it did shake me a little bit.
Mm-hmm. They look human. They look fallible.
It's either that or Glads take 2 and Seoul reverse sweep them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, no matter what, though, Prophet versus Kivs is going to be hot.
Yes, this is another banger.
That's going to be a game. This is impossible. This is why you can't get a perfect bracket, because shit like this is so impossible to call. Because any scoreline feels possible.
Mm-hmm.
Will this be a 5-map giga banger with Glad's 3-2 Soul?
I think this is like we might not get a London APAC game, but I think this is where we could see like Rush tested. Where like maybe Glads breaks out of Ryan and catches Soul looking a little bit. I don't know how or where, but I can see like the toolkit really coming out for Glads.
When you said Rush tested, I was like, we're not talking about Dallas Fuel here.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say Glads. I think it's another tight one, but you know, resume versus resume, toolkit versus toolkit. I think Glads a little bit.
You want some real Nostradamus shit? Here we go. I'm gonna reach into my mind palace. This is exactly how it's gonna go down. It's gonna go Glads map 1, Dynasty map 2 and 3. Then Glads do some Rhine. Wait, do they do the Rhine? What's map 4? Map 4 is push. Okay, yeah. Glads do some Rhine shit. Somehow it works. We go to the final map.
Mm-hmm.
Glads do more Rhine shit, and they pull it out. Miracle. Soul drop it from having a 2-1 lead. Actually, not. No, fuck it. Soul. Wait. Yes, Soul get 1. Glads get 2. Soul get 3, and they have a 2-1 lead from that. Yeah, that's. You know, I like the 3-2. What do you guys think?
I'm cool with the 3-2. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Either way, I think 3-2 is the only thing I'm confident in.
Yes. Yep.
Can't believe I'm going Glads here.
Okay.
It's close. It's a tough one.
You got a chance to redeem yourself later for APAC Stanism. But what can we say? Kristen Dunst is pretty hot.
True. Shock Rain.
Shock Rain.
Is this like a 3-1 easy clap?
I've never seen Melancholia, by the way. Never seen it.
You should. It's a great movie. It's my favorite movie.
I've heard it's reasonable. I don't know. I've never seen it personally. It seems like too much of an artsy film for me. Like, there's not enough dinosaurs or robots in it. There is one big explosion, so I'll give them that. Okay. Shock Rain. Shock just win. I mean, this is where Rain lose, yeah? Probably.
Yeah. It's a 3-1, I'd say.
Yeah.
Going Shock.
Yep.
All right.
Next.
All right. I'm down.
Next.
Who's next?
Next. Ooh. I think it. Oh no. Okay. Is it Dynasty Spark?
Yeah. Soul Spark.
I got Soul moving on. 3-1.
Yeah.
No. I'm actually feeling the 3-0. I think Soul are angry again.
Ooh.
Angry
Let him have
Soul.
it. Let him have it.
You got
3-0.
Whatever.
And Soul are pissed off.
Going up.
They take no prisoners.
Here's your redemption. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. This is an easy 3-0 for Dragons for me.
That makes total sense.
Oh man, this one's hard.
I'm all fucking in on the Shanghai Dragons. So I'm gonna pred them, but I don't know what the scoreline is. But I'm all in on the Shanghai Dragons. They told me I shouldn't put it all on black, but fuck it, I've put it all on black.
Joe, I think we got to mount a defense against the.
I don't know, man. It's so hard. It's so hard. I feel like I counted out Glad's last stage. I do like the toolkit. Shanghai are coming into form, though, and that's a tough team to beat. That's a toughie.
Come on.
I feel like this comes down to like how much value you put into like Ryan. Oh, I really think that's going to be a problem for APAC teams because they just have not played against it.
Yes, they fucking have.
Not good ones.
They don't need to. They didn't play against good ones last year either. They didn't play
That's true. That's true. But you don't. There's not like a clear style against it that I like. You're already ahead of them. Last year, like they were already ahead of them.
You just play some dive shit. You go to the back line. Flatter just never misses a pulse bomb because his stick rate is unbelievably high.
It's true. You're not wrong there.
You can't block that shit out because you don't have a diva anymore. You're just watching your backline explode because just Fleta just lives there.
So what? Tracer Sojourn?
I'm just saying that Shanghai are on like they're on top. Every player is popping off. Every single one of them. There's not a single weak player that is holding them back. All 5 of them are fucking firing up. And they take
what do you have to say?
Carrying.
What's your argument for Glads?
So for one, I mean, I think they have been much more stable.
Sure. Can say that.
What do you mean?
I think Bebe on double flex support situations is
Bebe's not playing. He's not playing.
They don't need Bebe.
Yeah, they're not playing.
DJ Gon double flex. DJ Gon's Zenyatta is fucking so good. It is so good.
But is it skewed good?
It's fucking... Your skew's gotta get fucking exposed is how good it is. Skew's gotta get fucking exposed. That is one player I'm confident is like, that's a gap. DJ Gon versus skewed is a fucking gap. I'm telling you right now. That's one... I'll give you the rest of them. I don't care, but that one position, I promise you DJ Gon is better than skewed. Promise you. Better Brig and better Zen. Write that shit down, clip it, ship it.
Also, like, what is
shit to my wall, framing it up?
What happens if they actually run the Ryan shit into Shanghai that had no practice?
I am confused on that. I do not know how that goes. I agree that I think teams should be able to beat it, but I feel like we've been saying that for a hot minute.
How many maps?
It's just
how many maps can you run Ryan? Loser picks maps. You can't run Ryan every single map.
No, I don't think Glads needs to run Ryan though. The fact that they can is beneficial.
You're not gonna get the good Ryan maps every single. You're barely gonna get. But if you have to be losing to pick maps, and if you do beat Dragons and with a Ryan, they pick a non-Ryan map. Then what?
Yeah, but I will say like them just getting 1 or 2 is probably enough to win that series. I don't think like every non-Ryan map is an automatic lock for the Dragons.
Yeah.
And I think there's also situations where there's just no choice, where you just can't play Ryan for sure, right?
Yeah, I agree with that. What is up with that?
I think Ryan's overrated. I think Ryan's mega overrated, personally. I think Ryan is like a bait. People think Ryan is good. Nah.
I agree there. I don't think Ryan is particularly great in a vacuum, but I don't know that people have like spent enough time to like really get how to beat it, if that makes sense. I know that's kind of like
bad hero, bad composition, going to be exposed. That's my take.
We'll see. I don't know. This one's a tough one. I'll say it this way. NA have far worse dive teams. They don't know how. That's
they
true.
don't. They won't. They do not know how to beat this APAC dive. You see this Ryan shit working in NA because the quality of dive in NA is so bad. No one know. No, it's like that's why I have to pull out the fucking Unco tweet again. It's like, you guys think Ryan is good now? Well, you can counter this. You give Ryan wings and he couldn't fucking be the meta. Like, this hero is not good. People can't fucking see that. It's crazy. It's like you think because NA teams don't know how to deal with Ryan that APAC teams just gonna lose to Ryan. It's like, the fuck, the APAC teams is just like a million times better dive.
I mean, I think that's the core of this. Like, whatever you decide, I think that's predicated probably on that, right?
Yeah.
I fundamentally think Ryan is going to get exposed. The hero Ryan is going to get massively exposed.
Yeah, I'm fine giving it to Shanghai. You know?
Yeah, I think it's a really close one. This is like the first time that like two top teams.
I'm happy to go 3-2 because I think map just choice here is going to be hugely important in both teams. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if the entire series gets decided on map 1, because having map 1 advantage means you at the very minimum are going to get the final map pick.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think 3-2 is the only thing I feel confident in. So if we just want to throw at Shanghai, I'm not mad at that. It really comes down to some very thin margins. You know, how you think this meta plays out. But yeah, I'll say Shanghai. I think they are in form. There's a lot of like substitutions that needs to be made for Glads to like really get everything working. So it is a tougher ask for me. Where Shanghai just needs to lock in the 6 or the 5 rather. And
there are 3 more matches, including this one.
Yeah,
there are 3 more matches.
Shit, I'm exploding.
Okay. Yeah, lock it in Shanghai and move on.
If you want to take a break, you do that.
No. Okay.
No, we'll just get through.
I'll just throw an inflammatory take in, and you guys can argue then.
Okay.
3-1 shock.
That is inflammatory.
That
is inflammatory. That is super inflammatory.
This one's gonna be another one that's just like, I don't think the styles necessarily. This isn't a styles clash matchup. It's just like who's on the fucking money. Like who is here to fucking win.
This one to me is one of those matches where, first of all, Smurf plays against his old team, but beyond that,
true, yeah,
where you see the value of what veteran presence does on your team, what real veteran presence does on your team, and I think I'll give proper benefit of doubt. It's the rest of the rookies I'm not 100% on.
Yeah,
the rest of them on that team beyond proper, I don't know.
Big stage, big game.
I think this is where the veterancy of the Seoul Dynasty really fucking counts.
Oh, I'm not mad at that. I'm really not mad at that. Oh, I think you swayed me.
People are all like, "Oh yeah, but the rookies have been so good." Like, yeah, they have been.
They have.
When they play against teams with veterans who are fucking washed.
Yeah.
Dynasty, no, you got veterans like Prophet who are 5 years deep and still at the top of the game. This is not the same. This is not the same conversation.
Yeah,
there's a difference in veteran quality on this team.
It's gonna be again. It's another 3-2. I think we all agree there, but I think I'm trending your way though. I think I'm trending Seoul.
I'm even.
Ooh,
my inflammatory response is I think it might even be 3-1 Seoul. I think Dynasty are on the revenge tour. I think Dynasty are on the mega revenge tour here, and they're sick of your bullshit, and they come in for everyone's fucking girlfriends. You know.
I mean, Prophet's made a career of just fucking leveling up come playoffs. That's also not true. I also have a history of saying that, and that's just patently not true.
Yeah, he's transferred.
He does
being leveled up
peak
all the time now. He's just permanently leveled up.
He is leveled up. Yeah,
right, so lock it in.
I think it's Seoul. Yeah.
What have I come back to?
While Yiska went away, I quietly stole Joe and you know.
He makes some good points, man. I'm just saying.
Can you develop
I've been soul pilled.
Jesus.
Huh? What's that?
Can Joe develop some backbone, man?
Like, no, I mean, he makes good points.
Here's what it comes down to. Money talks. And when I slide Joe that $10, that's all he needs to see.
Okay, Joe. I need you for the next one.
Oh, what the fuck? I mean...
Make it 15.
My big issue with Glads is like they have to do so much moving. I will say I'm not big on the whole Ash tip that Shanghai is still running. I'm scrubbing some of the games now, and I'm like,
Ash is the truth. I'm convinced Ash is the truth.
Oh, for Sojourn?
Sojourn overrated. Overrated. Takes too long to charge rails. Less consistent damage output. Less consistently strong. Okay, the ultimate can be good. Like Bob's value is
good, sneaky good.
Unless your Bob gets booped, you are never not going to get minimum value out of Bob. Well, you can easily get nothing out of Overclock. I don't know. Like, I'm beginning to see the fucking light when everybody in APAC is playing as Ash, and this is after they play. It's not like they just they're like, oh, we're not comfortable in Sojourn. You know, we don't want to play.
Yeah, no, it's not that. I know
they played full fucking Sojourn meta and then decided Ash was better. They fucking decided Ash was better. They know something. They fucking know something.
I feel like if it was... Has Lip shown any other look? Like, the Ash, the Sojourn looks great. Is this Tracer still pretty good?
Yeah. pretty good. Pretty good.
Ah.
He played a little bit of Sombra, but we don't talk about.
Yeah,
Sombra,
we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. That's just a dumb pick. But we're talking about Lip, and it's not.
Why are we talking about
Dragons,
Lip?
It's fucking. I know.
This is
Soul.
Dynasty. Weirdo. Anyway.
I really have a hard time judging whether or not. Oh, this is so hard. This is so tough. Because it feels like, as much as I know what I'm going to hear when I say this, I do like the depth that Glads have.
Mm-hmm.
But Soul is kind of different. They are kind of different.
How different were they against Philly?
That me,
that's because MN3 was different.
Yeah, that to me seems like a Philly just hitting some crazy highs.
MN3 was fucking different that game.
How different can Ans be?
This year
can be pretty different.
This year Ans is very different from his 2020 year. I'll say that.
I mean, it's hard not to be, but it's still pretty damn good. You have to give him that. This is a heartbreaker, but I think Soul takes this. It's going against every like piece of judgment.
$20.
It's not about money. It's not about money. Because Avril's right. You probably should be able to handle this. I've never been big on like moving pieces, and then you still have to have people like Patty hit like an insane
Brenda
high
face. Hunter, you're seeing what like I'm trying, right? Like it's not my fault.
Smurf does it all. People think Ryan is good. People say, "Oh, but Ryan is flexible." It's like
Reiner is good, but Smurf.
This guy doesn't even play off tank. Smurf plays the entire pool.
Are they playing Winston? I gotta sniff some Winston play.
Winston does get played on certain maps. Like I know Soul play Winston on Dorado. Probably they play Winston on Gibraltar as well.
Smurf's got a Doom. He's got quite a bit. He's got a Sigma. As long do I sniff? I do see Soul running a little rush themselves. Philly's also running it on Midtown, and I feel like Philly's been historically rush centric on Midtown. They did some Zen or Zarya,
yeah,
not Zarya, some shit.
I wouldn't say either team is particularly practice on that, and I do.
Yeah,
I would not expect Soul to come out on the Rhine unless they spent their 5 hours very specifically just playing London and Rush mirrors.
Sure, yeah.
Trading that shit. Like
I would hope they wouldn't, but what does the map order look like? Fuck. Just lock it, Soul. This is already getting too deep. I'm saying Soul. I go Soul. What can you do?
Well, I guess I'm just like overruled there. What can I do?
There's just a lot that Glides needs to do right.
Arnold paid me money, and so I gotta serve him right now. I gotta see, I gotta do what I'm told.
Fair. How much? 30?
30.
He gave me 30, and I just gave 10 of that 30 to Joe. So now I only have 20.
Where's my share?
Well, you haven't been agreeing with me, have you?
Start agreeing and start getting
Not yet,
paid. I don't know.
but $10 might.
What's the next one? Another Galads has gone home. Is it just Soul Dragons final? The LA Gladiators do need you. They do need you.
How did we come down to a full APAC final? This is
because it's the truth. Because it's based.
you look at based. It is based. You look at Shock. These are huge games against teams you've never played. Who are you going to trust more in those situations? Rookies or veterans? Veterans that are not washed. Veterans that have constantly impressed you and overperformed. Right? Am I trusting Mikey in the Smurf matchup? I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm just not. Proper and Kilo look great.
I full faith in Proper. It's the rest of them that I think they falter. You know.
Yep. Glads is a tougher one to argue. I think my bracket's going to be a little different, just personally, but
shut the fuck up! You went against me twice in the Glad situation. You better be. I want
to see if my bracket's just a little bit different and see if I can get Glads farther. You know, maybe mine's a little. My road's different.
Oh god!
I swear, if I see a single pred in favor of Glads, I'm going to burn you at the stake.
Well, if Glads just happen to play, you know, some other team, then they would win. I don't know.
You steered us into a double APAC final, Joe.
I didn't steer you anywhere. You just didn't give me anything to chew on. AVRL's over here spitting facts, and you're just like, do you want $10 or $20? You're the only one actively bribing me.
The facts of Shanghai Dragons like losing 50% of their matches against shit teams, and then like just miraculously waking up one day going like internet online, and
it's not about their previous form. It's about how fucking good they are now. I don't give a fuck about what they did in the kickoff clash or whatever. It's like,
they were also playing fucking Void, bro. They're not playing Void anymore, are they? They're playing Fate.
So
they're not just playing Sigma.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be very surprised if it was the full APAC final. That would very much surprise it.
I wouldn't be shocked if Glads gets their way here. I wouldn't be surprised. But I really don't know how far shocked.
I'm not saying it's guaranteed to be a double APAC final, but I think there's a fairly good chance of it happening.
Yeah, I think that's probably more often than not.
And you know what? A lot of it is because the APAC teams are going to cheat and play more than 5 hours. That's why.
I mean, who are the top 3 teams here? Let's go. Let's start there.
Dragons, Dynasty, and Spark.
Oh, well, I don't know if I agree with that, but I agree with Shanghai. I agree with Dynasty, and then I think the third best team is Glads, and I feel like any 3 of those teams.
I think 4th is Guangzhou. They should be in the middle here.
Could be, yeah. Weirdly enough, I don't like that, but I think you're right. Yiska?
Okay. Are we printing this game? I don't understand what's going on.
No, but what I'm getting in front of is this idea that like, oh, it's just APAC bias, blah blah blah. And it's like, no, there are 2 incredible teams here from the APAC region that probably deserve to be in the grand final, and then there are the Gladiators.
Okay, here's my read on the meta. Here's my legitimate read of the meta, and all the NA Andes keep bringing this up, and I'm just calling bullshit. Ryan is not good.
Oh my god!
This rush composition is fucking overrated. It is not good. And it will be fucking exposed by good dive teams finally, because good dive teams simply don't exist in NA. You're going to see some shit. That's why these rush teams are not going to fucking win.
Yeah, I don't know. It very well could be the case. I'm just on the fence.
That's why I've pushed for this final, because I simply think it's like, oh, they're going to lose to Reinhardt. Nah, cap. Not going to happen. Imagine losing to Reinhardt. What a joke. Who loses to fucking Reinhardt? How bad of a team do you have to be to lose to Reinhardt? What a fucking joke.
Oh, you just became a BP meme, dude.
Public enemy #1 of the North American region.
I'll be in his video. I don't give a fuck. I'll be in his video.
Please, someone post the BP timestamp in the comments so he has an easier time to, you know, find the timestamp.
Just right at the end before we played Dragons Dynasty, apparently.
Tweet it to him, please, as well. We just need the footage.
I said this on Player Chat as well. I don't think Ryan Rush is good. I don't think there's a good comp. I think it's incredibly. It falls apart as soon as one person dies. It relies on ultimates way more than other compositions. And it's completely inflexible. It has no movement. Don't tell me Lucio move speed is actually all you need. No, it's not. How the fuck you have to actually play sim to get around anywhere? No one's playing that. So like, yeah, you can't. You can barely. It's just such a. It's such a ham-fisted. It is such a, you know. I don't know. It's such a blue-collar composition with fucking soot on its face, and I'm here in my fucking white collar with my English toasted muffin and my monocle, sipping my fucking tea. Just got time to deal with Ryan. I was like, fuck that.
So is it weird to say Shanghai wins this? Is that nuts? Is it nuts to say that they beat Seoul?
I think Smurfs a lot more flexible than Fate, so they have that going for them. They do have that going for them. I just think this is like, oh god. That backline, the Izayaki Legion on backline is fucking wild.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I've been watching some Legion on POVs, even outside of Overwatch League.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's, you would not fucking believe this guy's Zenyatta. You'd think he was a legitimate flex player, flex support player, not a main support player.
Mm.
And one of the best ones too. I cannot believe how good his Zen is. Blows my mind. She should not be that good as Zen. A Lucio player should never be this good as Zen. I have to double check to be like, who the fuck is this player? Like I'm the kind of guy that goes down the rabbit hole of Billy to find footage of these players just doing shit that is not like available on Twitch or YouTube. Just because I'm curious, I can actually understand the language and I just want to see shit.
Sure.
I don't know. I have some mad belief. I don't know. This is I should flip a coin. The problem is, I think Smurf is definitely better than Fate and Void. But what about the rest of them? The rest of them is a massive toss-up.
Does feel like it. And I feel like the backline is probably Shanghai favored, right? I mean, credit to Vindime and Creative. Like, I think they're good, but are they Izayaki, Lee Jae Gong good?
No, they're not. Vindame's a rookie as well.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to be super anti-rookie, but I've come to the conclusion that I think like the rookies coming in are very good against the washed veterans. But the unwashed veterans, the unclean ones, the ones that smell because they haven't washed yet, the filthy veterans, they're fucking dirty, right? They are disgusting. They're nasty. They're filthy, right? Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah,
I don't know. The problem is like I give one matchup to Soul, but I lean all. I'll give one to Prophet as well. I give 2 matchups to Seoul, but I give 3 matchups to Shanghai. that's the way I've leaned.
So is it a 4-2? I'm not mad at a 4-2.
Here's what's name. Seoul Dynasty. We'll go up 3-0, and then Shanghai Dragons reverse sweep them.
Actual melee repeat performance. That would be fucking tragic.
We played King's Row, and Flitter pulls out the Widowmaker. And then Achilleo says, headshot after headshot after headshot. And then I say, what? And then that's how it goes.
That's disgusting.
No, the only way I can break this down is in like raw pound for pound matchups. And in the raw pound for pound, I have 2 matchups going the way of Seoul and 3 matchups going the way of Shanghai. Yeah. So if I just use that as my extremely narrow-minded analysis, then that's where I have to come to the conclusion of Shanghai beating Seoul. And that because I've been too fucking deep on the Shanghai train that I can't get off now. I cannot get off now. I gotta stay the course. I gotta stay the course. I'm happy to I'll go for the 4-2. I don't know what you guys want to do though.
Yeah, Yiska, what do you have to say about this?
Oh, now we care about my opinion? I mean, once we got it, like, yeah, okay. I
well, once you're done pouting about your Glads not being in here, I don't know.
I think legitimately, it's just probabilistically, it's more likely 2 NA teams make final than 2 APAC teams. Just also based on volume.
Just because there's more. You can't be. Stop.
This guy's going quantity over quality. I love that.
Yeah. Also, I don't see the quality being significantly different. So, okay. Here's my rebellion. Okay, I agree with 4-2 Dynasty, but the Shocker still going to win this tournament.
I think there's like they could be 4th. It's like them or Spark as like the 4th best team.
Why do you believe the Shock so much?
Because
Wait,
while
why them?
MN3 is like good one day, and like everyone else is like, that's not proper. Is that within 95% of MN3? Practically every
Agreed.
map.
Yeah. No, I don't think anybody disagrees. It's just is do you really want to die on the Mikey Hill?
You don't need to.
Do you want Kaluge?
No, like.
Do you think he measures up?
That's not a hill to die on, dog. I don't think
there's a pretty big liability when you put them against some of the best main tanks and off tanks and fucking other positions in the world.
I think. Go
ahead.
I don't think you're going to have like a huge disadvantage running. Like you're not. I don't think like you're getting absolutely diffed against Fate. You might be getting diffed against Smurf. Fair.
Sure.
This guy's sleeping on Fate.
Fate had to get his carcass off the bench first off.
I feel like that's a strategic move. Let's not make any bones. These motherfuckers were just running void.
Yeah, nice strategy that made you lose against shit teams. Like,
yeah, and like you have to take that on the chin, but you also have to like admit when this team is looking like in form, and it's very clear to me, and it sounds like it's pretty clear to AVRL that like this team is in form. I don't doubt that the shot could get here, but like odds on. From a team that already had to face a market correction last stage, I don't know.
If there's an NA team that I would accept to be here, not that I currently am, but if I were hypothetically, I would rather pick the Glads.
Yeah, of course, because they have Unter.
That has nothing to do with Unter. Somehow you're now the Unter Warlock.
What if the uprising had made it to Midseason Madness? Dark Horse, eh? For no reason?
Methinks not. I think there's plenty of reasons why Glads could be in the grand final.
Yeah?
And I think we might live in a timeline where they do. That's the only NA
Shut the
team
fuck up.
that I think...
You explicitly said that this isn't the timeline. Otherwise, we would have decided for Glads on 2 occasions. Now,
I think if things go exactly how I think they do, they don't make it. However, I am not a soothsayer, right? I think a lot of these 3-2s could narrowly go their way, and they could be in the grand finals. I believe that. They're the only NA team that I believe that wholeheartedly. There are 3 teams at this tournament. They're the Shanghai Dragons, they're the Seoul Dynasty, and they're the Los Angeles Gladiators. Everybody else is fucking monkey business.
And the LA Valiant.
No.
Sunday,
God, no.
Dallas is in the final again.
No, there's no way. The Lucio Moira, I'm Mr. Yiska out, talking about how Gurio and Edison are getting rinsed in the preseason, getting fucking shoulder checked into fucking lockers, bro.
Okay.
Don't even hand me that shit.
BP timestamp, please. Thank you, viewers.
I'm just saying what you said. These are all your points. I'm reflecting back at you. That Dallas is nowhere near the finals. No shot.
Doesn't matter, guys. Vancouver's winning Summer Showdown. Don't give a fuck. DPEG's winning again. Don't worry about it. all these NA teams are going to get exposed by the Vancouver Titans next stage. So who cares?
I just hope my...
Is Joe the only person that hasn't gone yet? So I went Dragons 4-2. Yes,
I think it's
fine.
I think it's Dragons.
That's fine. 4-2. That's fine.
And
I think Dragons 4-2. I think Dragons 4-2.
All right, Joe's going Dragons 4-2. Nice.
That seems like the golden ratio for that match. It feels good.
And now, my master plan is complete.
Yeah.
I've manipulated Joe into voting in my favor, and now I'm the president.
Did you?
As I said as I said yesterday, don't give me the launch codes because I'm ready to launch. And motherfucker, I now have the launch codes. Time to start the war.
Joe, how did you get steered into this? You didn't even get any like real estate for your Alpha-E. Like you just fucked it.
Yeah, there's no way Spark's getting deep. Let's be honest. I mean, let's just face facts here. There's no shot Spark's getting deep.
Who's been the bigger Alpha-E simp this year? Joe or Reinforce? I think it's pretty even.
I
They've
don't
both been going at it. They've both been.
Yeah,
Who got him in the mock draft?
I did. This guy, first pick, twice in a row.
Dude, we should actually revisit that mock draft eventually, just see
No,
how
we
like
shouldn't.
how it all
My
pans out.
team is feasting.
No, we shouldn't.
Yes, we should.
I
Yes, we
can't
should.
remember.
Yes, we should.
I can't remember what Yiska's team is. I've
I
totally
got
forgotten.
Some
Kellen,
motherfucker out here peddling Kellen and Aprita, and he's fucking crying.
Oh, he
Come
does?
on,
He's a
bro.
Kellen Predator? Nice.
Come on.
Hey, do you guys like my long-term bait? You guys how like in our like
Mhm.
failed recording mock draft? I had Kellen and I was like, oh, I got Kellen, just all
Yeah.
smug. And then I see what I did? I baited someone else and taken Kellen, and now New York suck, and Kellen's like, he's getting farmed, and now I'm like, I can't remember who I took, by the way, but it doesn't matter. I'm just winning.
I think, did you have Kaluge? I don't remember. Anywho.
I had either Kaluge or Reinhardt. I think
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember. So I'm actually feasting. I'm doing
Yeah.
well. I think I know I have a Stalker, and that's
True.
panning out good for me currently.
That's
I'm
a nice
eating good
one.
off that pick.
It's better than my pineapple pick, I tell you that.
Yeah.
That one's the miss. That was the swing and a miss.
Yeah.
What
right.
can you do?
We done it. We're
We've done
there.
it. We are.
Might be wrong. Possibly. Who cares? It's all for fun. I said some purposely inflammatory things to make people angry. I succeeded. I consistently succeed. You know, I throw out the bait every time. I send that. You know, I take my fishing rod. I fucking cast that motherfucker out deep into the ocean, and I get some biters every week.
Sure.
Keep biting. I love it. 248. See you next week.
Peace.